Morning, friends. In view of the counting process that is going to take place tomorrow on 4th June 2024 of 18th Lok Sabha elections, I would like to present my views before you about the functioning of the Election Commission, the fall of Election Commission, lost opportunity to restore its credibility and autonomy. It is not the act of voting that makes for a democracy, but ensuring that the act is protected, a task the Constitution entrusts with the CEC, Election Commission of India, granting it enormous powers that free it fully from other arms of the government. The only thing needed is a spine to use these powers. With the election at the end of the point, it is still not too late for the EC to begin protecting the soft quadrails of democracy. Amid questions surrounding the Election Commission's conduct and the sanctity of the electoral process in the ongoing 18th Lok Sabha elections, there are serious concerns in the minds of the people about the potential manipulation of votes on counting day, not to speak of the manipulation of EVMs and VVPATs. The Commission's failure to prevent or even to discourage the hate speeches and other repeated model code of conduct violations in its reluctance to restrain the Prime Minister and his party leaders, and the EC's conduct in its reluctance to release the final voting figures does not inspire any confidence. The Election Commission must follow the law in issuing Form number 17C and holding a secure counting process without fear and favor. It must ensure total transparency at the counting at booth level. It is the duty of the Election Commission to ensure that the people have faith in its process. Unfortunately, this trust is missing. It is because of the fact that the very selection of chairmen and members of the Election Commission of India itself and the exclusion of the Chief Justice of India from the selection committee, and the selection committee was constituted by the government by amending the laws, and when the same is headed by the Prime Minister and one of its nominee and an opposition leader. So consisting of 3 members and dominated by the ruling party members, that cast serious doubt and suspicion about the impartiality of the Election Commission of India. The way present Election Commission is functioning further added fear in its impartiality. If we look at the Election Commission, its progressive debilitation is blatantly visible. The EC designed an election that stretched over 44 days as never before to suit to the convenience of the Prime Minister, enabling him to address as many as 206 election meetings or rallies. After 2 phases, the Prime Minister and his party leaders started pitching the voice, raising the communalism and raising the religion, and also divisive speeches, the North and South divide, and also Muslim and Hindus or Christians and Hindus. Likewise, they started dividing the people, the electorate on religious lines, and encouraging the divisions among the people and among the voters in order to get advantage of taking advantage of the religion. But the EC neither took action against them nor issued any strong advisory to them. The EC then delayed the release of the polling data also, finally issuing some numbers, but not the total number of the votes polled. And at the same time, EC has issued a notice against the Congress President Mallikarjuna Kharge, accusing him of attacking the very credibility of the election process but without a word to explain what the EC has done to restore its own credibility and clearing the apprehensions raised by him. The fall of the Election Commission is clearly visible, and the whole world is watching its manner of functioning. If it continues to be a mere extended department of government, the victims are only the democracy and the people who are the sovereigns in a democratic country. At least now, during the counting process, it is expected, the Election Commission of India is expected to maintain total transparency and independence and prevent manipulation of EVMs. Even at this last stage of counting of the votes and counting process, the Election Commission of India is expected to follow the law and rules to restore its falling credibility by following these suggestions. Number one, it must issue a clear and detailed guidelines for the counting process on 4/6/2024, that is tomorrow. Number two, clarify counting postal ballots first. Counting first postal ballot pulse as per the conduct rules 1961. Ensure CCTV monitored safe movement of control units. Number four, verify date and time on control units and the counting control units, confirming the voting start and end times. Fifth, especially the slips, tags and details for counting agents. Number six, display poll date, candidates and total votes before candidate-wise results. 7. Avoid rushing, allow agents to record results before proceeding. And last and but not the least, strengthen the transparency and faith in the whole electoral process. Let us hope wisdom will prevail on Election Commission of India to do this needful thing, which is least expected from its constitutional obligation. The watchdog of election process, that is the Election Commission of India, must reclaim its autonomy, being the backbone to safeguard the democracy's election process and to reflect the real will of the people. Hope that the Election Commission of India, at least now, will awake and arise to its sacred and constitutional duty of ensuring free and fair counting and also the transparency and non-manipulation of EVMs or any election results in either this way or that way, and ensure a total transparency in declaration of results by disclosing each and every details. For this, let us hope that the Election Commission of India will come forward and perform its constitutional duty. Thank you very much.